It's me, Savannah, and it's time for the next vlog.
That's right.
You guys know Christian. You guys know Donnie. And today we're going to do a little bit of work with Lyle, the big Nile crocodile.
So we're on his opera conditioning, some of his training as far as getting his head up from when we feed him and just really holding still and getting more desensitized to the people. That way it's more safe to work with him for everybody here at Gatorland.
So here's the thing. Before we go do this, we have to clear this island off. I don't know if you can see it back there, but there's about... How many alligators do you think are back there?
The 30 to 45, maybe. Who knows?
And they're gigantic. So that's like 2 apiece.
And these are the biggest alligators in the park. And there's a crocodile in the middle of all of them.
Yep.
So I'm going to let you guys go first. And I'm going to follow behind you.
Okay, so you're going to follow behind.
I'm going to follow you guys.
Let's see what's going on. All right.
Yeah, because you guys got all the experience.
Let's try. Alligators, go! This was long, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that butt.
Oh.
Hey, buddy, can you get off Lyle's butt?
That's kind of funny looking.
Hi, guys. It's Christian here at Gatorland. We're going to do some work with Lyle, our gigantic Nile crocodile. We're going to do with today some opera conditioning, some training for his feeding behaviors. We got some tongs to assist in us getting his head higher up in the air so everybody can see how big he is, really in size in comparison to us. And to achieve that, the tongs will help us get the target, which is the food up higher. To bridge the behavior we want to see, I have a clicker here in my hand, and the noise, when we click it, will let him know he's doing a good job with what we want him to do. So clicking after the feeding, and hopefully it'll work out great for us here with Lyle. So here's to good hope. Brought a variety of food for Lyle today to eat because he's a picky crocodile when it comes to what he wants to eat, but he knows what he likes. So I brought some giant pieces of chicken for him, and we're gonna try and see if we'll get his head up in the air so you guys can see really how big this crocodile is. We have whole pieces of chicken. The tongs are to help us assist getting his head higher in the air for this target training. Again, this is opera conditioning. All right, so let's see if Lyle can pick his head up, show you guys all his big teeth. Lyle, you need your head up. Lyle, head up. Now, if you guys look closely, there's a lot of things that go into play when you're feeding these giant crocodiles. If you look closely from the back, his hindquarters will tense up. His tail gets a little bit tighter. He's watching, he's listening. He's a very smart crocodile. He doesn't want to waste any energy he's saved for these last couple of days being a giant cold-blooded reptile. So we want to let him visualize the target, let him see where it's at, and I want to only give him the chicken, the reward, when he's done what we want, which is his head being higher up in the air. So we're going to give him another call. So Lyle, head up. Now, it is also a pretty chilly day here in Florida for the usual we have, but he is also a big crocodile, so I don't doubt that he has some power state to try and eat some food. He's gotten this big for a reason here in the main lake, and that's because he's really good at eating and finding the food. Are you hungry?
I think he's always hungry.
Yep, he's just really good at his poker face. He wants you to get closer and closer until you become the food.
You mean like Dan is doing right now?
Pretty much Dan. Nile crocodiles are one of 3 man-eating crocodiles in the world, and they're accountable for most of the people getting eaten every year because of where they're found in the Nile Basin and places where people still have to go to the water's edge to retrieve their water for the day. Every day, they encounter these animals in much closer proximity out in the wild than we would ever hear. So let's give him a little tap. Lyle, are you hungry?
Right. Hey, you guys!
Hi, everybody!
How many of you guys want to see Christian get eaten? There you go, Christian.
It sounds about right.
Hey, man, that's what you come to an alligator park for, right?
That's right. All right. Now let's see if we can wake up Lyle. Crocodiles do not eat every day. They're opportunistic eaters. Their main diet is actually fish in the wild. When they come across, let's say, a zebra or wildebeest, they can eat up to 20% of their body weight at one time. That is not necessary. If they eat too much food, they will actually not be able to digest it all. So him not eating is maybe him telling me that he doesn't want to eat because it's too cold. Or maybe he is too full. There's a lot of factors that play in with crocodile diet.
He don't look full.
He's really big. He's a big crocodile, but he's also getting a little bit round, which is why it's important to come out here and do this conditioning and this training to get his physical activity back up, get it moving, using all those muscles. Because maybe he doesn't like the tongs. This is also another thing that comes into play with these animals. He's gotten this big after growing and eating, but he's not used to the tongs. This is a new thing for him in his training and behavior. So him maybe seeing this metal object with food in the end is maybe a little bit strange and foreign to him. So to make up for that, we'll just toss him the food.
Oh, what? Oh, that's ridiculous.
Maybe he has stage fright. His girlfriend's down there waiting for him to show off.
Give it to her.
She's not very impressed. Let's see if she'll eat it. Let's get him a little jealous. So this over here, if you guys look in the water, this is Delilah. She is Lyle's girlfriend. She's also a Nile crocodile. She looks almost like him. She's a little bit smaller. Her coloration is much more bright. And she's down there waiting for her piece. Let's give her a piece of Lyle's food here. Right in.
What? She caught that like nothing.
All right, guys, so it was supposed to be Lyle's training session with some feeding opera conditioning. It's turned into Delilah's session, his girlfriend. She came up here. She's a lot more motivated. So with that motivation, we're going to reward her with some of this food. So we're going to try and do the same thing with Lyle. We're going to get her head up as high as we can, and we're going to reward her behavior. Delilah, here, come on. Head up, up. Let's try again. Delilah, head up. Head up. And there it is. We rewarded her at the highest point of her head being in the air. Thanks, guys. And as you can see, she likes the chicken. She understands that was a positive thing, and she's gonna wait for more. While Lyle's over there being lazy.
I say you give her another piece.
Yeah, of course.
I say you give her another piece because she did really good.
All right.
Lyle, what have you been doing all day?
Great job with that first piece. We're gonna go for another piece. Again, we're gonna try and get her head up. Head up, up. Let's try again. We want to keep it short and sweet with crocodile training sessions because they're very intelligent, but you don't want to overload them. And it looks like we have a gator over here that thinks it's his time to eat. And it's turned into a food fight here in the island.
And Lyle doesn't even want the food.
Nope, Lyle just wants his space.
He just wants nobody else to have the food.
Exactly. And you can see Delilah's doing a great job at waiting for her food. She did not try to come forward. She didn't even pay attention to the fight over there because her focus is on the reward, which is the chicken right in front of her. Watching. She's paying attention. Let's try and get that head higher. Good.
Oh, yay!
Awesome! Woohoo! So just like that, you guys can really see and appreciate how well these crocodiles take to their training and conditioning. And again, what this does is it makes it safe for everybody here to work with the crocodiles, be close to them, and really appreciate them just like this, up close and personal.
How about Lyle is so, like, he's like bulldogging right now because he's mad at that alligator? Okay, so somebody talk to me about this. Did you see when Lyle went for that alligator, did you see his rib cage shaking and vibrating? Uh-oh.
We might see it again.
Now he's letting him know he's the boss. What? Lyle, you're a bully. So what was that when he was shaking like that?
So the best thing, I mean, it's a guess. This is the first time I've ever seen that, right? So, but cleaning them in the back, the larger Niles, I've noticed that they're probably the most vocal once you drain the water out and you start giving them a scrub down. And they actually, they let off almost like have you ever seen one of the alligators bellow? It's almost like a deep growl, but the Nile crocodiles tend to do it a little bit more low-key, and it comes from their throat. So I would imagine maybe that was him getting ready to kind of let out that rumble, but it never got to it.
That was crazy. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're good.
Dan was going to get eaten.
I saw him move. I was watching them both.
Yeah, but you don't know how far they jump. That was amazing, huh?
It was awesome.
How much do you love working with Lyle?
I love working with Lyle. Any crocodiling, really, it's an amazing experience, very humbling job.
And you know what is fantastic about everybody that works here at Gatorland? We always learn new things every day.
That's right.
Donnie's been here for how many years?
More years than I can count.
And more years than I can count. And Lyle's never done that before today. So every day is a new adventure at Gatorland, and every day we get to learn new things, and you get to learn those things too.
Exactly.
That's the great thing about YouTube.
Yep.
All right, guys, so do us a favor. Check that like button, smash that notification bell, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends too. We sure do love you guys. Thank you, Christian. And we will see you tomorrow as VLOGMAS continues. Bye!
Bye, guys. Thank you.